Hello everyone, I'm Maribel Corpa, Director of Training and Therapist at the Massage Temple, and today we're going to talk about these small muscle contractions, knots and pains that often arise. Because surely at some point you have woken up with that typical neck pain, back pain, something that radiates down the leg, a pain that prevents you from moving, that you don't know what it is. What's going on? Do you have a muscle spasm? Is it something more serious? Should you see a doctor? These are doubts, right? It's uncertain what to do. Well, these are small muscle contractions, muscular tensions that build up, and what they do is they limit our mobility and block our body. How to know if what you have is a muscle spasm? Well, it's very easy. You just need to look at the area that hurts and gently touch and move the muscle. If it is a muscle spasm, what we will discover is a hard, immobilized region that will be challenging to separate and will also cause pain upon touch. The muscle contraction simply means that the muscle fibers have shortened and do not stretch, so they prevent us from moving because that muscle will not function as it should, causing us small pains as other secondary areas will be affected. What we do with a muscle spasm, or how it should be treated, is that we massage it, warm it up, and by working on it we manage to stretch the fibers, thus regaining movement in that way. But be cautious, as sometimes there isn't only one muscle spasm, since a muscle spasm can result in pain for us. It could be, but are you sure it's the only one you have? Surely if you touch your body and start looking, you'll find more than one. This is something that often happens to us during massages, so what we're going to do is teach you a little bit about how to find them, what to do, how to identify them, and most importantly, how to work on them, ways in which you can warm them up, treat them, and at least temporarily relieve the pain. We're going to warm it up a little in our hands and apply it all over the area we're going to treat first. We stretch it out, and now we're going to search for knots and tension points from the spine towards the outer part. Our aim is to find and relieve any areas of tightness or discomfort along the way, ensuring a thorough and effective treatment for our clients. We will make use of our fingers to locate areas of increased hardness and determine the places where we feel the hardness. For instance, in this particular case, I am uncertain whether you are able to fully comprehend and acknowledge it, but there is a small leap or movement present. This specific muscle is in a contracted state, thereby allowing us to exert effort in opposition to the muscle fibers, as demonstrated here, or alternatively, in alignment with the muscle fibers. Additionally, we have the option to utilize all of the fingers or solely rely on the thumbs. So first, we're going to warm up the area. We're not going to work directly on the muscle contractions without having prepared beforehand, because it hurts a little more, it bothers a little more. So let us proceed to that location in order to unwind, to warm up, to induce the area to turn red, and subsequently we will identify the muscle contractions and apply gentle pressure, gradually moving towards the wall, and maintain our position there, just there, without any further movement or deviation from our original intent. We keep the finger carefully to avoid injury, ensuring the hand stays relaxed, and simply let it sink, sink, sink. Once we have the muscle contraction right there at its peak, reaching the pain threshold, we will ask you to breathe and take some deep breaths. Inhale and exhale to relax the body. We take in the air, hold the tension there under pressure, and as we release the air, we try to sink a little deeper. We will do this several times. Obviously, your fingers are going to get tired, especially if you don't have practice. So a little trick that is often used is the elbow, but be careful because the elbow is very powerful. So what we're going to do is grab the area we want to work on with our elbow and use our hand to hold onto the elbow so it doesn't move around. And simply and very carefully, we just placed a small amount of weight on the top surface. Do it gently, go slowly, and ask the person. Because even though it may not seem like it, this technique is very powerful, and we need to make sure where we are applying pressure at that point. We also request her to breathe, and when she exhales, we allow ourselves to descend cautiously, but in this manner, we will not sustain any injuries, and we will be able to carry out the task with more strength and effectiveness, ensuring our safety and maximizing our performance. Then we can even do strokes to stretch along the fibers, and finally we will finish again with gentle and relaxing strokes to compensate the person for any pain they may have experienced. And now, as final tips for after working on the muscle contractions and trying to prevent them from recurring, we have several. On one hand, stretch your body. Don't sit for too long, too many hours, but rather it's good to get up, move around, go to the bathroom, and stretch the area you're contracting. That's very important because it will prevent the contraction from getting worse. Then you have to be very careful with your diet because, as you know, what we eat is ultimately what our cells feed on. So, if we have too many muscle contractions throughout the body, perhaps we can consider that our diet is not very healthy or that we are lacking in minerals and vitamins, which is something that is talked about a lot, mentioned a lot, but believe me, it happens quite abundantly. So let's see how much fruit, how many vegetables, and what dietary order you have. And then, very important, drink water. Crucial. They've stated it often, but without rain, how does the street end up? Dirty, right? Well, it's the same in the body. If we don't drink, we'll accumulate more toxins, and those toxins will be stored in muscles. So of course they won't be properly oxygenated and won't recover, so they will tend to have even more tension. And so if despite stretching, exercising, and watching your diet, you still have muscle contractions, well, don't hesitate, get a massage and get rid of them. Well, with this brief demonstration, we have simply shown you how to work on one of those muscle contractions that may be bothering you at home so you can manage it on your own. Anyway, if you want to learn more, we offer introductory massage courses that last a weekend, where we explain a little better how to work on the back, legs, and arms. If you are interested, you can ask us, leave a comment, and we will gladly explain to you. And if not, in the meantime, well, practice, try, and see how it goes for you. Have a great day and enjoy it.